The topic, US states going downhill fast, is likely a discussion on various challenges and deteriorations that some US states are facing. This topic can encompass a range of issues such as economic decline, worsening infrastructure, environmental problems, increasing crime rates, and political or social instability. It might also delve into specific case studies of states that are particularly struggling, analyzing the causes and potential solutions. This topic is relevant in understanding the disparities and challenges within the United States, highlighting how different regions are coping with contemporary issues. California. Despite its renowned status as an economic powerhouse and cultural icon, it is increasingly perceived as a state in rapid decline. This view is fueled by a confluence of escalating challenges. The state grapples with severe environmental threats, notably recurrent, devastating wildfires and persistent droughts exacerbated by climate change. Economically, California is marred by stark income disparities and soaring living costs, with housing affordability reaching crisis levels for many residents. The state's infrastructure, particularly in transportation, struggles under the weight of demand, revealing signs of strain and underinvestment. Alabama, a state rich in history and cultural heritage, is currently facing a multitude of challenges that suggest a troubling downward trend. Economically, Alabama struggles with persistent poverty rates higher than the national average, coupled with limited job opportunities in many regions, particularly in rural areas. The state's education system often ranks lower in national assessments, reflecting issues such as underfunding, teacher shortages, and inadequate resources, which significantly impact the quality of education and future prospects for the youth. Healthcare is another critical area of concern. Birmingham, once a thriving industrial center, now confronts a set of complex challenges that signify a shift from its historic prosperity. The city, known for its pivotal role in the steel industry and the civil rights movement, faces economic difficulties characterized by a shift away from manufacturing to a more service-oriented economy, leaving a gap in job opportunities for its residents. This economic transition has contributed to a higher-than-average unemployment rate and a stagnating local economy. Urban decay is another critical issue, with many areas of Birmingham experiencing neglect and decline, leading to a decrease in property values and an increase in abandoned buildings. Arkansas, known for its natural beauty and rich agricultural history, is facing a range of challenges that signal a concerning trend. Economically, the state grapples with issues like low median income and high poverty rates, particularly in rural areas where economic opportunities are scarce. These economic disparities are further exacerbated by limited access to high-quality education and healthcare services, especially in more remote regions. The state's education system often struggles with funding shortages, impacting the quality of schooling and leaving many students underprepared for higher education or the workforce. In terms of healthcare, Arkansas faces challenges such as a high rate of uninsured residents, limited access to healthcare in rural areas, and a higher prevalence of chronic diseases compared to the national average. Oklahoma, a state with a rich Native American heritage and a key player in the U.S. energy sector, faces a series of challenges that mark a concerning trajectory. Economically, while the state benefits from its oil and natural gas industries, it also struggles with economic volatility linked to fluctuations in energy prices. This dependency on the energy sector has led to budgetary instabilities affecting public services, including education and healthcare. The state's education system faces significant hurdles, with issues like teacher shortages, underfunding, and lower-than-average educational attainment levels. Louisiana, with its vibrant culture and rich history, faces significant challenges that are indicative of a state struggling on multiple fronts. One of the key issues is economic instability, particularly in areas heavily reliant on oil and gas industries, which are subject to market fluctuations. This has led to economic uncertainty and job insecurity in many communities. The state's education system is another major concern, often ranking lower in national assessments. Issues like underfunding, teacher shortages, and low graduation rates impact the quality of education and future prospects for students. Louisiana also faces substantial healthcare challenges, including high rates of chronic diseases, obesity, and a lack of access to quality healthcare, particularly in rural and underserved areas.